If I were to take this axe head off its handle, throw it into water, what would happen? Would it sink or swim? We all know the answer to that. It would go straight to the bottom. It's going to sink every time. There's no possible way this axe head, this piece of metal, is going to float, right? I got to thinking about a story in the Old Testament. 2 Kings chapter number 6. There were some disciples or students that were outgrowing their school, and they needed a bigger building. So they went out and started cutting down trees to build this building. As one of them began to cut down a tree, something happened to him. 2 Kings chapter 6, verses 5 and 6, the Bible says, "But as one was felling a beam, the axe head fell into the water. And he cried and said, Alas, master, for it was borrowed. And the man of God said, Where fell it? And he showed him the place, and he cut down a stick, and he cast it in thither, and the iron did swim." Did you hear that? That axe head swam. How was that possible? The impossible happened. The Bible says, but with God, nothing shall be impossible. Today I want to give you 3 things about not giving up hope. Number 1, loose living. How did the axe head fall off in the first place? Well, it became loose and slipped off the handle, right? Whoever put that axe head on the handle, when they first put it on there, they made sure that it was tight and secure. But over time, it got loose and slipped off. I got to thinking that most of our parents taught us the values of the gospel of Jesus Christ, the values of Bible study and the power of prayer and church attendance, how important that was. And it's usually around our college age years, or the years that we go off to work, that we begin to get loose from the things, those values that our parents taught us, right? We start getting away from the influence of our parents and start living our own life. And many times it goes the wrong way. We become loose from the truth that our parents taught us. Now, some of you were probably saved at a young age. I was not saved until I was 26. Although I had made 2 professions of faith before, I was not saved at a young age. I was saved at 26. But I'm here to tell you, what my parents taught me, it wasn't because of my parents, it's because of the choices that I made in my life, that I slipped away from those values and got saved later on in life. Number 2, the axe head fell into water. It looked like it was a hopeless situation. That axe head was gone forever because it went straight to the bottom. How would they ever find that axe head? How many of us have experienced wayward children? Not only did they get loose from us, but man, they have went so far, we don't even know who they are anymore. Maybe they're strung out on drugs or alcohol. Maybe they're in an abomination or living in sin in some terrible kind of way, and we look like it's a hopeless situation. We think in our mind, what are they going to do? I mean, they're gone. We'll never get them back. That's when God usually likes to work the most, is in hopeless situations. Because if you'll look, the young man sought the right person. He went to the man of God, and what happened? The man of God said, Where fell it? It's a good place to go, always go back to where we fail. Because when we go back to where we fail, we remember what we've been taught, right? The man of God went and cut down a stick and threw it in the water, and the iron swam to it. Folks, we could never come to God. God had to come to us through His Son, through coming on the cross, which that stick represents. That iron was able to swim to that piece of wood. Why? Because there is no program, there's no process, there's no religion that can get us out of the sinking sin that we've gotten involved in. No way, no how can we on our own get out of the mess that we've gotten ourselves into. The calling of God will draw us to Him. The Spirit of God convicts us and draws us to Him. Then we can turn to Him, and He will forgive us and save us and get us out of that sin, get us out of the mess that we went so deep in. Maybe you've got a child that's wayward right now, that's out there and you think there's no hope for them. I'm here to tell you, the Bible tells us, but with God, nothing shall be impossible. You don't think that axe head could swim? You let God get involved in it, and that dude will float above the water. You could step on it and it would hold your weight when God is involved. Because I'm here to tell you, don't give up hope. With God, all things are possible. Keep praying. Keep trusting God. Keep living for Him. And one day, the impossible just might happen. Well, that's all the time I have for today. This has been a Word from the Woods. And until next time, may the Lord bless You.